So a little bit of a spoiler alert here, but in this video, I get absolutely smoked on the tennis court. So my name is Freund and I'm a professional tennis player from Sweden. I'm currently ranked at about 1200 in the world in singles and 450 in doubles. And in today's video, I'm taking on my good friend Mridha in the Swedish Outdoor League. If you recognize that name, that's probably because I've featured him previously on this channel. I played against him on the Swedish Indoor League. We had a really tough match there. And then I also played him in the pre-qualifying for the ATP 250 tournament last year. Jonathan is an extremely good tennis player. His peak level is really up there with the absolute best players in the world. I'm sure, or I know that he's beaten players such as Fognini and Monfils and other players, and yeah, it's safe to say that his peak level is really something else, like technically and power wise. Like, I mean, yeah, he really has something else. So this match was actually played a few weeks before my latest tournament video that I posted here, the Swedish Money tournament. If you haven't checked those out, make sure to check out my previous videos, as I played some of my best tennis in my career in those matches actually. And I actually think this match was a huge key in my success in that money tournament. But enough with me talking, let's get into this match and I'll make sure to talk through it and really try to sum it up all in the end. So make sure to stay tuned the whole video through, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Ciao. So throughout this match and leading up to this match, I really felt like I kind of found somewhere how I want to play tennis, because it was almost like I had an epiphany with the fact that I am very average when it comes to just playing tennis the conventional way, when it comes to like hitting balls cross court or down the line forehands and just kind of like very structured tennis. I feel like I'm just very average there. But where I do feel like I actually have an edge against pretty much anybody that I've ever played against, and I have played against some top 10 players. I've played against like the Bryan brothers, who are one of the best players, or probably one of the best players ever when it comes to like handsy and touchy fielder game. And yeah, that's where I feel extremely comfortable when it comes to like the slicey, the drop shots, the high balls, that kind of weird tennis that pops up every now and then. That's the kind of tennis where I feel extremely comfortable and good. So following up on that, I feel like the recipe for my own tennis success is pretty simple. Like, I want to play the tennis where I feel very comfortable and good at. So the whole goal is just to try to trick my opponents into that kind of game style where I mix it up a lot with drop shots, serving volleys, and just never get my opponent to play two shots the same in a row. So that really is my goal throughout this match, especially against such a good tennis player like Jonathan, to really not let him play much tennis. Yeah, as you might have noticed there after the first set, everybody has a game plan until they get punched in the mouth, like Mike Tyson says. But yeah, I mean, I feel like Jonathan is playing some really good tennis. I feel like I'm kind of putting myself in the spots where I want to be, like coming forward, getting those first volleys where I can kind of open up the court, but I'm just a little tentative there. And especially with Jonathan playing some, I don't know, I feel like almost perfect tennis. Like, he's hitting those returns deep when I'm staying back, and when I come forward, he managed to dip those down on me, and then on seconds balls, he's just kind of crunching them past me. But yeah, it's these moments that I feel like are so vital, because I am like beyond certain of what tennis I need to play in order to become the best tennis player I can possibly be. And so even though I feel like I'm getting crushed here and just absolutely smoked by Jonathan, it's just extremely important for me to just stick to the game plan, stick with trying to mix it up, trying to come forward and trying to, I don't know, break down his kind of rhythm of play here. Yeah, so as you might have noticed there, I mean, I'm trying really hard, and I'm actually pretty proud of myself for keep sticking with the game plan, even though I was really kind of struggling throughout this match, not really getting into a good rhythm. But big part of that is obviously because I feel like Jonathan was just playing so well, like especially returning. I feel like he was returning extremely well this match. Like no matter what I was trying to do, I feel like he would just always kind of have the answer to it. But like you probably heard before, when you're losing, that's really where you learn the most. And especially this one, I was actually pretty proud of myself because throughout this match, even though it was going as bad as it was, and I was getting absolutely smoked out there, I feel like I kept on sticking with the game plan. And no matter what the result was, I kept on staying focused on execution and trying to come forward, trying to do the right stuff, even though nothing was working for me probably this day. I just kept sticking with the script and trusting the process of it. And as I mentioned in the start, I really feel like this match was a huge factor in my following success in the money tournaments, because I feel like I really just did the same thing I did in these matches, but I just managed to do them a lot better. And I feel like that's just kind of the goal, and that's what really separates all the really good players. They kind of just, they're so convinced and so confident in their kind of game style that no matter what happens, they always stick to the script. And of course they can't win week by week unless you're like one of the big three guys, but you just gotta be so convinced and so committed to your kind of gameplay and just sticking with that day by day. And I feel like if you just focus on execution, the results are gonna come by itself. So with that being said, I really want to end this video with a quote from a very famous American football coach. And that quote goes something like this: leaving the game plan is a sign of panic. And in our game plan, there's absolutely no room for panic. So thanks for watching this one, guys, and hope to see you in the next one. Ciao!